tuning in with me, your girl Zesty and the Zesty Poo crew. I don't have on my mic yet. I'm just getting set up. I just wanted to show my face a little bit because I know some people was like, we want to see you. Well, the setup that I have is very difficult. The reason why is because this goes over the stove and the one that I have it attached to now. I don't have a cameraman yet. We getting there, y'all. We got to keep building. We got to keep building. So anyway, I'm making my version of Panda Express. I'm going to make some roasted broccoli. I'm going to make some orange chicken. My version of my fried rice because I like my fried rice. I'm going to also make some wontons and some egg rolls. And let's get into this video. Make it feel so good in my hood. Yeah, baby. Woo, woo. Guys, let's get started on our Panda Express. So I have chicken thighs here and I'm getting ready to go ahead and clean them up. I'm going to get some of this fat off of here. We don't need all of that. I'm not sure if Panda Express uses the chicken thighs or the chicken breast, but I like the chicken thighs when I make orange chicken because it's more juicier. And it seems to hold the crisp a little better. All right, so now what I'm going to do, orange chicken usually comes in chunks like this. So I'm going to chunk all of these chicken breasts up. I may or may not sauce all of these up because my son won't eat it because he doesn't like things that look like, you know, weird. So I don't think I'm going to sauce all of these. So feel free to double or triple this recipe. All right, so now that I got my chicken cut up, I'm going to give it 2 egg whites. And this is going to be like our batter coating for the chicken. This is how we get that nice crisp. Now I'm going to hit it with a 1/3 cup of flour. And then I'm going to hit it with a 1/3 cup of potato starch. My potato starch looks kind of messy, but this is potato starch. If you don't have potato starch, just use cornstarch. I'm going to hit it with a 1/3 cup of that too. And then I'm also going to hit it with a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. And this is the rice wine vinegar. You can find this in any Asian aisle. It doesn't matter what brand. And then you just want to get your hands dirty. You want to get in there. Yeah. And you want to mix it up until it turns into a paste like. People are always asking me, how do you know how to make Chinese food? I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm black. I think I'm Blackanese. Is that a term? So for the egg roll mixture, basically the only thing I do is I put cabbage and carrots in a bowl and then I pour some boiling water just to blanch it. And I just let it sit there until it gets, you know, soft. You don't want it to be mushy. And then I'll drain the water off and then I'll put it in my egg roll. So let's get started on our wontons while this is blanching. All right, so I'm gonna probably use only about 2 or 3 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. You can use any cream cheese. It's not gonna alter anything. I'm gonna also add maybe about 1/2 teaspoon of chopped garlic, just because I like garlic. You can use jalapenos, you can use garlic. Honestly, you can use whatever you want. And then I'm gonna add some green onions that I chopped earlier. These little things doesn't allow you to put so much. And about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And a little garlic powder. Just a little bit. I'm just eyeballing it here. And so what you want to do is you just want to mix this mixture up to get ready to fill your wontons. It's better if you mix it up when the cream cheese is already softened up. Mine has not. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for our fried rice. And I have a whole video on this. I'll still leave the ingredients down below. So I have some pineapple and bacon sausage. I'm only going to cook 2 of them. I think these are chicken sausage. Yeah, they are. So I'm only going to cook 2 of them with this batch of fried rice. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to use about 2 pieces of bacon. This is some pretty thick bacon. I'm going to go with 3 because this is a thin piece. So either 2.5 or 3, contingent on how thick your bacon is. The bacon is really just to season the fried rice, but it does add a good component to it. Let's get it started with our wok. You want to make sure it gets nice and hot. I'm going to cook 2 eggs first. I always cook my eggs first, so that way it doesn't make the rice gummy. No shells. Alright. So I'm just going to cook these. I am going to put a little salt and pepper on my egg. Just a little. Just to flavor it up a little bit. And salt. Now I'm just going to cook my meat. I am going to cook my sausage and bacon together. Just Flavor Town USA. I'm going to cook it until it's done. I also have a half of a large white onion, or you can use small white onion or yellow onion. I've never used red onion in it, but I mean, whatever onion you like. I like white onion in my fried rice just because it seems like it's more traditional. I'm also going to put 1/3 cup of carrots in here while this is cooking down. I don't like peas in my fried rice. I just don't. I'm also going to add in about 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic. So I wanted to show y'all, I have drained out my water from my cabbage and my carrots. I'm just trying to multitask here. So what I'm going to do is pretty much add some garlic powder, salt, and pepper to it. Salt. Because you don't want your egg rolls to be bland. And then a little pepper. So there you have it. And I'm just going to mix it up real good. It's a little bit of water in there, and that's okay. I'm probably going to take a paper towel and just drain it a little bit. So this is our egg roll mixture. Now, once I get done with the fried rice, we're going to go on over and get started wrapping these bad boys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start filling up my wonton and my egg roll wrappers. These are really thin, so please do not stuff a whole lot in there. It doesn't, because what the last thing you wanted to do is open while you are frying it. It will mess your grease up. So I'm not going to do many. I'm just going to do this method here. Smash it down just a little bit. And there we go. I'm going to do one more on camera. I probably have a little bit too much filling in that one. It's hard not to go overboard. And they're thin. They cook real fast, so you don't want to go overboard. Yeah, just like so. Press it down just a little bit. Take some more water. And you can use egg wash. I use water because it's just easier. There we go. And I try to wipe off the cream cheese. There we go. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing for the egg rolls. Remember I blanched that cabbage and carrots earlier. Take your time with this. I'm going to move real slow with the egg roll because you don't want it to turn, and then what'll happen is, you don't want it to tear, and what'll happen is it'll come open in the fryer. Boom, bam, boom. I'm going to do the rest of them just like same way. Just don't overcrowd your egg roll wrapper. I'm going to do one more. And the hard parts, I usually get rid of those because those will pierce through this little thin wrapper. Handle it very gently. Just like so. And you just want to fold it over. And boom, bam, boom. So I'm going to be deep frying my orange chicken, and I'm just going to drop them in there. I've had them in there. I've had the oil heating up for a while. Make sure that you drop them in there and you kind of try to take them apart, because of the way this batter is, it will stick. And it's okay if it sticks, because we got to break it up. Don't overcrowd your pan, and make sure that before you cook your chicken that it is room temp, because it will cool the heat off and it will definitely mess up this beautiful batter that we created. And I'm gonna probably give it about, I'm gonna say about 6 or 7 minutes, and then we'll see what we're looking like. I'm gonna have to do it in 2 batches as well. Now look at those little crispy bites of heaven. So it's been about 7 minutes. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, focus. Look how crispy. That's gonna be some good orange chicken. All right, guys, I'm doing a bit of multitasking here. So now I'm going to cook my egg rolls and my wontons. I wanted to show you how I test the oil. You see how those bubbles form. So you just want to, and you definitely don't want to overcrowd your pan. And these cook fast, so you want to pay attention to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them. This is why I don't want to fry them in the deep fryer, because I feel like when they're in the deep fryer, they roll around and I don't have the ability to keep them still so they can cook on all the sides. If you can have something to put in the deep fryer on top of them, that would be great, but you gotta be careful because these things tear so easy. So I'm gonna let it cook for another couple of minutes, and I'm just gonna keep playing with it until the outside is done, the inside is already done. So then we'll fry our wontons next. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with my wontons. Now these cook a whole lot faster, so I'm gonna give it probably about a minute on each side. As soon as you put them in, these suckers are ready to roll. So now I'm gonna give it a little flip. I'm just gonna take it by the flapper, and be easy with these, because these, they tear and you don't want that cream cheese in your oil. So let's get started on our orange sauce. I always encourage people to make the orange sauce first. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off with a half cup, maybe a half cup and a tablespoon of orange juice. I'm gonna have about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I always taste as I go. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of fresh garlic in there. I'm gonna give it a nice little squeeze of ginger. This is optional, and I'm gonna say that's probably about a teaspoon of ginger. And then I'm gonna hit it with about a tablespoon of sesame oil of your choice, just because I like sesame oil. Now I'm going to hit it with some garlic chili sauce that I love. And I'm going to say about a teaspoon of that, because I like a little spice. And then I'm going to hit it with about a tablespoon of brown sugar. And again, taste. Do not taste. Do not taste. Say that real fast. Do not taste. Not do that taste. Do not taste. Do not taste. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to hit it with a teaspoon of that rice wine vinegar. And let's give it a swirl and a taste. Let's see. And mind you, this will caramelize once it's cooked. So it will look a little different, more like the color of orange chicken. So I don't like it so far. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of brown sugar. Let's see if that gets us where we want to be. I probably poured too much orange juice in it, which is okay. I have a lot of chicken. And I'm going to give it another tablespoon of soy sauce. And remember, taste. All right, so this is perfect. Now, what I'm going to do too is I'm going to add a tablespoon of water with a tablespoon of cornstarch. That will not go in until last. So I will leave the recipe for what I did. Again, taste. Forgot about one ingredient for the sauce. This is the gold chain. You can find this in most grocery aisles, and I'm only going to put a tablespoon of it. Now, I don't usually see recipes for orange chicken with goat chain. I love goat chain. Goat chain is just that extra additive flavor. That's why I wasn't getting that color I was looking for. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So this is our orange chicken sauce. Now it's time for our main dish. You got it. Da, 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 da. Orange chicken. I like to do my orange chicken last, or if I'm doing sesame chicken or whatever, because I want it to stay crispy. So I'm just going, I'm just warming up the sauce in my wok. And I have my little cornstarch slurry here to the side. And it got a little stuck. If it gets stuck, just stir it. This is my 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of water. Now I'm just going to hit it with this. As soon as you get a nice simmer, you want to go ahead and throw your chicken in there, because you do not want it to stick to the wok. Because remember, it has sugar in it. So this is going to be a fast process. That's why I always say, make your sauce first. This is where you start hitting it with that chicken. You see that nice little simmer? Now I'm going to hit it with that chicken. Oh, yeah. And actually, after I get all my chicken in and give it a nice little toss, I'm going to turn it off because I don't want it to begin to steam. I just want it nice and coated. And there it is. Boom, bam, boom. Look at that orange chicken. Where y'all at, Panda Express? Come on through. Tell them that the Zesty Pooh crew is in the building. Yeah. Look at that orange chicken. Alright. It's got a nice, good little simmer. It's still crispy. This is it right here, y'all. This is it. Now, this is where I'm going to throw some green onions right on in there. And I'm going to turn my fire off. Now we're going to go ahead and get it plated. Because this got to be eaten hot. It don't have to be, but I like mine fresh. So this is what y'all came for. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. I wanted to give y'all a close-up of everything. It turned out wonderfully. Look at that orange chicken. It is smoking. Y'all, I don't really have a positive quote today, but I had something that was on my heart. And I just want to let you guys know that as a reminder, it's the little foxes that spoil the vine. So what that means is that it's little small things that if unchecked can ruin your whole life. So if you have things that are unchecked that are in your life, check them. Check yourself. Do the right thing. Get rid of things that are unhealthy patterns, unhealthy habits, and do what you got to do to be the best version of yourself. I love each and every one of y'all. And until next time, take care. Love you. Peace out.